Hello and welcome to the very first episode of Shepreneur with Beecee Ugboh on Africa Business Radio. This is a show where we spotlight African women who are doing amazing in their different fields of endeavor. We get to talk about their lives, their work, their challenges, and most of all, celebrate them. Our very first segment of the show is the trivia, where we get to ask questions about important events relating to women. So the question for today is, who was the first African female president? What country and in what year did she assume office? And the answer is President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, who was the 24th Liberian president. She went ahead to win the Nobel Peace Prize in 2011 and other numerous awards. She assumed office in 2006 to 2018. And trust me, she is an inspiration to many women across the world. The question is, can we at some point in Nigeria have another Ellen? Is Nigeria ready for a female president? Think on that, and when I come back, we'll go right into another segment. Stay with us. Welcome back to yet another segment of Shepreneur and African Business Radio. This segment is what we call She Motivates. On this segment, we pick and celebrate women whose lives and work inspire us to do great every day. And the person we are celebrating today is no other person than TYBello, popularly known as TYBello. TYBello is a Nigerian singer, songwriter, photographer, and philanthropist born in Ogun State. She attained a degree in economics from the University of Lagos and briefly practiced journalism before venturing into photography. If you've heard the music Greenland and Ekundayo, you would agree with me that TYBello made quite the impact in the music industry. TYBello organizes an annual photography exhibition to raise funds for orphans in Nigeria. Married with twin boys, TYBello still finds a way to impact her world. Have you been inspired to keep working hard with the stories you've heard about TYBello? As a young girl, a young woman, a married woman, a wife, or even a mother. Think about it. I'll take a break now. When I come back, we'll go straight into yet another segment. Stay with us. Hello and welcome back to the Sheroes segment of Shepreneur with Beecee Ugboh on Africa Business Radio. A shero is a female hero without a cape. And I have one in the building. I have the Chief Creative Director at Plug Media, a content and media production firm in Lagos, Nigeria. She's worked in the media space for 20 years. I feel like you should take over this interview. She started her career as a research assistant for the BBC and Barolo Productions, then went further to work at Farafina Online Magazine, where she converted the company from an online magazine to a publishing company. Not to forget that she discovered our very own Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. How did that happen? Welcome with us, Ebun Feludu. Did I get the pronunciation right?
Ebun Feludu, correct.
Feludu, yeah. How did that happen? Just a bit, give us a snippet of the story with Chimamanda.
Okay, so we have to dial back a bit.
Okay.
You know, I think I mentioned this before, that I worry about people saying they discovered something or someone who had previously existed. So I was a research assistant, and my job was to find content producers for Farafina Online. I went online, this was in the days of 2003 or so. It had to be, I don't even think we had internet at the office at that time. Or maybe not, all of the time. And so it was business centers and then just basically looking for different contributors. And I discovered amazing, beautiful prose by someone whose name I could hardly pronounce. And then, I did a bit more research about her and then asked a few people. I was connected with her and then, she started contributing to Farafina. And then, we developed a friendship and then she asked me to help her find publishers in Nigeria. And I suggested it to my boss at the time and he accepted. And that's how Farafina became Farafina Books.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Such a long time ago.
Such a long time ago. Yeah, but it's something you've done, so we need to talk about it. And so there's something I discovered about you. You're very passionate about empowering women. What is it about women that you're constantly trying to improve and empower them?
What is it about women? I used to feel a bit shy about saying this, but and I'm sure we all agree that women are the superior species. And it's
Talk it, sister.
No, seriously. But it's so unfortunate that women have no agency. It's like their agency is either attached to father, brother,
husband.
They don't have agency of their own. And I think it's such a it's evil actually to deprive the world of 50% of its resources simply because we've done this mind trick on women to say, you cannot come to be fully who you are
except you have like a cover.
Yeah, because you're a woman, and I have serious issues with that. Like I've never ever felt. I mean, my dad died. My dad, phenomenal, amazing man. He died when I was 8. My mom brought 6 of us up. So I've never exposed to that idea of the man has to be there or whatever, So that's that. But a lot of women do, and I see and talk to women, and they almost have the position or status of a child, even like in a nuclear family setting. If you think about it. If you think about even the TV show Bridgerton, did you watch it?
Yes, I did.
So, and you see
how all the girls live their lives to be able to get married and please a man.
One. But second, their mother. Did you notice the status she had in the home as against her son, whom she birthed, and the position in how the affairs of the family and family resources were run? She
was like a nobody.
Yeah. Okay, so that's whatever century ago,
the 80s.
But this is still our reality today. So for me, women just have so much, and just empowering them to own the agency is so critical to me. For me, it's critical to the world moving forward, because if only 50% of the world's population is contributing to our progress, to our humanity, to our economy, to our society, then we are cheating our own selves. Aren't we?
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. I totally agree with you. But I think the fear that most people have is if they let women fly, there will be no holds barred. Women will do without the man, and if the man is no longer important, what's their significance when a woman can say, it's okay, I don't want to get married? So I think it's that fear in the patriarchal system that makes it seem like women just need to be kept under so that they can get married, so that they can bear children, so that they can, but how do you think as women that we can come out of the stereotypes that the society has given to us?
I simply think we need to look inwards and just give power to every single one of our abilities one day at a time. You don't have to be all-encompassing all in one day. You want to start a business today, start a business. You want to get married today, get married. You want to have a child, have a child. I'm married, I've got 2 kids. My husband is phenomenal. My children are amazing. I run my businesses, So, but if you start to think, oh my God, all of these things, don't think about all of that all at once.
Just do it.
Just do it one phase at a time, one project at a time. And before you know it, you're looking at your estate and thinking, wow, you know,
is this me?
Yeah, is this me? So yeah, that's one way to look at it.
Yeah, awesome. I know you're a serial entrepreneur. You have investments in agriculture, in fashion, but let's talk about your coconut company. That name, JAM, Jam, what's it about and why coconuts?
Okay, so I think about 5 years ago, maybe 6, you know, I started thinking about, you know, like a legacy business. You know, a lot of us in Nigeria, we probably run lifestyle businesses and we're not really thinking about the next 100 years or 50 years or
how
whatever.
To pass it on.
Yeah. And then I asked myself, what if, you know, my children aren't necessarily interested in media, you know, and things like that. That on one hand. On the other hand, I've always been lactose intolerant, you know, so I worry about this coffee.
You're taking.
I'll probably suffer for it later. But I had a violent reaction to lactose in December of 2016, I think it was. And then I knew that I just needed to start embracing plant milks. That was one. The other thing you asked about JAM. JAM is an acronym for Joba Anabori Omobori. And same year, 2016, you know, my husband and I, very entrepreneurial, we kind of said to them, what are you going to do this, you know, long vacation you have? And we had a family recipe for coconut banana bread. And so they would make it and they would go to these kidpreneurs fairs and then they would sell out.
Wow.
And it was a really great recipe. Really
How old were they then?
So, interesting. Anabori was maybe 5, Joba was 2, but we had an adopted daughter who was 13. So she was like, so she was the Mary, she was the original M in the Jam. Okay. So she used to like be the coordinator of them. You know, she since left us and decided, you know, she wanted another life for herself, but that's another story. So yeah, so they did that. That was very successful. But then we tried to have conversations with them about scale. You can't always stand in front of your banana bread to sell it. You're going to go back to school, you're going to do all this, so how are you going to scale? So we started looking at, okay, what one thing can we take? And so when I had the lactose incident and we thought, okay, let's take the coconut and start to see what we can do with it. So we started with coconut milk. We discovered so many other people were lactose intolerant. And we started supplying Neo Cafe milk to all their branches, which was huge. It was a great way to sort of start and launch the brand against another really great brand. And so we started with that and we thought, okay, so we're supplying this. What else can this coconut do? And we went to oil. And then the next year I got the opportunity to go to India for the Women Economic Forum. Yeah. And before I went, I said to them, listen, I've been going to conferences for maybe 20 years now. This is what I need. I need to work in a coconut factory somewhere in India. So after the conference, I need you guys to hook me up.
To get hands-on experience.
To get a hands-on experience. And so they said yes. So after the conference, I flew down south India, I went to Kerala, went to sort of different factories there to see what they did in the entire value chain of coconut. And came back with a completely new vision. We were at the time working out of our kitchen, and so from there we moved to a factory and started producing, started supplying all the branches of Health Plus, and 5 years later, here we are.
Here. I checked online and I saw your product and I was like blown away. Really, really blown away. Now I'm going to get some of the products. Yeah, we'll be taking a break now. When we come back, we'll continue this conversation. Stay with us. Welcome back. We still have our guest in the building. She's the Shero for today. And we've been having so much fun. Now, I wanted to ask you, because I'm aware that you have 80% of the workforce in your coconut company as women. Why women? Do they have all the energy? Why?
Women. Okay, well, several reasons. Yes, women have a lot of energy. And really, I think that all over the world, women really are the backbone of the coconut industry. But beyond that, our factories, we have 2, one in Badagry and one in Okwajan. They're coastal communities, and what you'll find in many coastal communities is the men go out to work and leave the women behind. And we thought this is a great way to engage those women and obviously give them more agency. And in many households, what the man's earning, what he does with his earning, the way he spends his earning is very different from the way a woman does. And any woman, anywhere, especially in this part of the world, she will starve rather than see her child not go to school, right?
Or not eat.
So once eating is sorted, the next level is going to school. And so for me, engaging women, giving them, that ability to earn money also gives them the ability to educate their children, which helps to end the cycle of poverty, because otherwise it's going to be the same old chain of poverty if our children are not educated.
So beautiful. And it also helps them to be independent. So
Absolutely.
they are not relying on their husband for money to buy matches, money to buy Maggi, money to buy...
Exactly.
It can be really painful. But how has the pandemic affected your business? This COVID-19, people were thrown away. People were struggling to survive. A lot of people lost their jobs. How did it hit your company?
What is really interesting is that we actually employed more people during the pandemic.
Wow.
Because a lot more people, and we work an integrated coconut processing company. So we produce, virgin coconut oil, we do coconut flakes, coconut balls, and all over the world, the coconut is known as the world's most famous superfood. And everybody wanted to stay healthy. In fact, in the Philippines now, they've done a research to say that coconut oil actually helps, with managing symptoms of COVID-19, the impact of it. Yeah, there's a whole study about that. I can share that with you. So everybody was looking for, healthy food, and we almost couldn't meet up. Another thing was that we actually launched a product in March of 2020. And because a lot of the retail chains did not have options of who would supply them, because the international options were not coming in, they were grabbing our products with both hands, and it was flying off the shelves with both hands, because people did not have options. People were snacking, people wanted to eat healthy. The people didn't have options, the supermarkets didn't have options. So we never stopped working.
You sold even more.
We sold more, we employed more, and we were working around the clock. And we even had a lot of breakthrough even in that time, investment, injection into the company, and all that. So in that regard, yes, it was.
So when men are saying there's a casting down, others are saying there's a lifting up, that's
so
your story.
There's absolutely a lifting
That's your
up.
story. Yeah, so I know that you have a resource, resource plug for women. Can you tell us a bit about it?
Okay, so Plug Media and Resourcery. So we do media, so that's my other company, it's a media company. We do content development, and just resources for women. When W Community, for instance, was setting up, we produced and provided them with all of the content that they use, from articles to videos, to all of that. And we've done that for several other corporates. But in 2019, my company also represents the Women Economic Forum. So in 2019, I took about 30 women, not with my own funds, so they paid.
Oh, okay.
These are all women with agency.
You have to take me next time.
These are all women with agency. People like Godwin Ogbechi of Rain Oil, like this one, Yenokwe, Ngozi Oyewole, Uju Obekwe. So many women, and it was a fantastic, phenomenal group. Beecee McGregor, Yetunde Erogbobo, Bibi Bakari Yusuf. A phenomenal group of women. I was able to convince them to attend the Women Economic Forum. And we had a phenomenal time. We were the only country with a Nigerian pavilion. And there I was made the national chairperson for ALL Nigeria, which is the women's body under the group. So set that up, and then basically we have chapters all across the country, and we provide resources for the women. We have sort of themes for every day. We have the Lagos chapter, Ibadan, Abuja, Enugu, and it's
quite huge.
Very exciting platform. We have themes for every day. It's all on WhatsApp. Yeah, I'm telling you, but it is phenomenal. The other day we had Kate there. We just have all sorts of things. We had a land movement to make sure that members are able to have access to
own
land.
Homes.
We negotiated rights, the payment plan with the company to say, please let these women spread over 6 months.
Wow.
And get a discount as well. And so we do all sorts of phenomenal things to just help women to have agency, to have solutions to like all of their life's issues, basically. It's a wonderful, wonderful space.
It is. So how does somebody join? How does somebody be a part of it?
It's quite simple. But all you need is one thing, to come with your voice, because it is a pool of minds and a pool of resources. So if one person comes and they're silent, then it takes away from the group. So on Monday, for instance, we have something called a Life Hack Monday. So you have a life hack, so just a hack that you've used in your life
that
works for you. Share it with us. And on Tuesday is the Super Link Tuesday. Unlike other platforms that are flooded with links and stuff every single day, we have the day for links, and that's Tuesday. So share a link to a grant, a course, or whatever.
Job opportunity,
an article, share it. Wednesday is like a business clinic day. What challenges are you having in your business? Bring it to the table, and all of these minds will come together to help you, with solutions. And people come with all sorts of things. Oh, my staff, how do I get them to perform better? Or, oh, I need to ship something to the Netherlands. What's the best way to do that? I mean, you're in a room with 250 women, right, who are doing business. So imagine having all of those options
put their heads together
for you. Because if you don't ask, there's no way you won't get the golden resource somebody else has. So you bring that in and everybody solves it, and maybe somebody else has that problem as well, and then it's solved. Thursday is our market day, so it's called Billboard Thursday, and this is the day we advertise, our different products.
Whatever you're selling.
So we don't do that every day.
Okay.
And then Friday is the day that we have a webinar. So, oh my God, and then we have moderators every month. So I don't moderate all the time. So
you share it.
We all share it, so that different voices are coming to the table, and all of that. Last month was the theme. The theme was love. So we had the people for land, love yourself, invest in yourself. So we had land. We had people talk about your physical health. Kate Henshaw came to talk about that, and then we had.
It's an amazing platform.
Yeah. So that's basically how it runs.
It's an amazing platform. Yeah. So I want to ask you. I know that sometimes people feel that women don't support women enough. That women are the ones that pull you down. What do you think that we can do to support ourselves better?
Okay, so there are two things. I think that whatever you focus on magnifies. So if you're totally focused on this lie, and I got that from Udo Okonjo, and and it's a general sort of, if you're focused on this idea that women pull women down, that is all you will find.
See.
That's all you'll ever find. Women have their stories and men have their stories. They're human stories. So there's no need to sort of taint this thing like, oh, it's women who do this and that. There's stories of
or give it a gender label.
Yeah. There's stories of betrayal amongst men, amongst women, amongst children, amongst goats. So let's stop. Making this like a women's thing. It's not. So focus on the fact that there are groups of women. I have been blessed by women. I shared a story with you of how I went to India and the Women Economic Forum funded. They had a driver for me every single day, taking me to all of the different factories. I didn't pay a kobo.
A dime, wow.
So every single day, in fact, I'd come from the day before, I'll be so tired, 6 a.m. the next day.
Where we're going the bus is ready.
It was just me and the driver.
Wow.
It was just me. This was just a research quest that I was on solo. And they made all of this available to me. So if you're constantly of the opinion that women are this way, that is what you will find. And then secondly, I've been so blessed by so many women's platforms that I belong to. I belong to GFC, and I've been there, and I know by the age of my son, he's going to be 7 in April, and my younger son, and I joined when I was pregnant with him. And it's a WhatsApp group, and I've been on that group since then.
For that long, wow.
For that long. And ALL is going on for 3 years, and trust me, if anyone accidentally exits the group because they're fumbling with their phone, they're calling. Oh my
what
God,
happened?
I made a mistake. Please add me back. Because the spaces are quite limited, especially in the Lagos chapter. We have hit our maximum. And in that group, it's all, and I constantly say it, like it's everything you say, because I can't see you. Make sure it's couched in love. So make sure that it's couched in love, because I can't see you. It's easy to misinterpret. So find a safe space where women are supporting each other, and just, own it.
And even start by supporting women yourself.
Exactly.
That's awesome. one more question before I release you. Like, I really don't feel like letting you go. What would you say to young women out there who are looking to be successful, who need mentors? They may not be able to reach you personally, but then what words of advice can you give to them on how to stay on course?
Okay, I will answer in two ways, because the matter of mentors comes up quite often. And I'll say to you that this is the digital world. Whoever it is that you admire, you like their mind, go on YouTube and drink up every single available video that is on them. Trust me, that will give you a lot more than spending 10 minutes with them. Because that 10 minutes is just going to give you a selfie. But if you go on YouTube and you watch every single video that exists
about them,
you're good. And so the other thing is about, the word for how they can come to, self-fulfillment. That was your question.
Yeah. Right? How to be successful, how to stay on course, what do they need to do, what steps do they need to take. We young people, we have a lot of questions.
Just do it. Just do it. Do you know it?
You feel like it? Do it.
Just do it. Start. Just put one step forward and start. Nothing is in your way. Just assume that the entire universe is in your favor and step forward and do it. I know that may sound like, but honestly,
but it's real.
Yeah,
it's real. I've experienced it.
Just step forward and do it. A lot of us, our limitations are in our mind. Once you can sort of break that, really anything, you can do anything. And do something that scares you, right? Get comfortable with being uncomfortable. I always say this to my children. I say behind every scary project or every scary, it is your breakthrough. And I always try to show them by example. I'm working out and I keep showing them. I say, can you see my instructor is not jogging? And you know how I felt about jogging? I used to feel like, oh, you want to kill me. You surely want to kill me if you want me to jog. But now I can jog for 2 minutes at a time. And I can show them that I've pushed myself, just a little at a time. To the
behind the fear is the favor, is the success.
So if all you're doing is what is easy every single day,
you won't go far.
Then no. Do what's scary. And when you see something that's scary, embrace it knowing that your breakthrough is right behind it.
Can I clap for you? This is awesome, Ebun. I've learned quite a lot from you. Some of the things I'm going to be taking away is the fact that women are superior species. Like, my head is getting bigger right now. Women are superior species. Whatever it is you want to write, you want to say, couch it in love. That is so profound. That is so amazing. And behind the fear is the success. You are loaded, ma'am. Thank you so much for being on the show. It's unfortunate I have to let you go. But thank you so much for being on the show. Thank you so much. We'll keep in touch.
Absolutely.
Hopefully we'll have you another time. Okay. All right. And that's it on Shepreneur with Beecee Ugboh on Africa Business Radio today. Till I come your way again next week. Bye-bye.